regards to police vehicles and ensuring that we're budgeting so that we're replenishing vehicles year after year. And I know that we've appropriated in 2011, and now we're waiting for cars to come in, and we should have funds available to replenish additional vehicles later on this year, depending upon how well the police department manages their O&E. Councilman Occhipinti submitted comments and suggestions with regards to the business administrator's office and the hiring of an economic development consultant, as well as an increase to the city council line for marketing and advertising. And those items were taken under consideration, but it was by consensus that we felt that we should fund business administrator's line as introduced, with making the changes that were discussed tonight, and as far as increasing the council's salaries, provide for marketing and advertising, get paid, and be putting those monies that you receive, that we all receive, towards that effort to do so.
Do you support then that the mayor should do the same? He's putting out a newsletter for the city?
Well, I think it's a little. I think it's apples to oranges. That's your
Director
opinion.
Asante, did you want to say something? Okay.
You sure you don't want to jump into the fray here?
I'll agree to disagree on that.
That's more of a
We'll let that one
philosophical.
fall. We don't need to get into a full
It's more philosophical than it is actual. But she is. I was just saying that she has a full-time job as the mayor, and she has a budget that she's allowed to work with, like every other full-time employee or director or department head here. And that's not unlike a municipality to have that come out of either the mayor's office or administrator's office on a regular basis.
Right, and council persons across the state of New Jersey also get small budgets to work with their constituencies.
I've never seen anything like that.
That's because they don't.
Philosophical difference.
Right. Well,
not to do it here. I don't want to.
Those municipalities, the council members don't get paid; they get a stipend.
Answer that
Not
the
necessarily.
website.
Jersey City, Newark. We can go on and on.
Okay. Well,
But
that's
it wasn't much.
Councilman. Just to finish up.
Yep.
I know that I think some members of the public made mention of some of the challenges that we had in 2011. For me, the big one was not getting the parking utility bond refinanced when we could have saved the city $50,000 to $100,000 in debt service costs, and then had to take the $4 million out of the budget, which would have rolled into surplus this year and could have not only provided for maintaining a 5% surplus.
That's not true.
But it also would have provided for tax relief. So that to me is a tremendous disappointment, and we'll never get that back. So hopefully when other bonds, as I think one of the members of the public mentioned earlier, is eligible for refinancing in the tax-exempt space, we could see significant savings this year in debt service costs. Thank you.
Council President, and
yes.
those bonds would have taken us to many, many more years of mortgaging the future of the city, like all the other bonds.
They were not going to be, the terms were not going to be extended, Councilwoman.
Council President?
Yes. Councilman Occhipinti.
First, I just need to point out a clarification in the fact that the municipal garage bond that didn't pass here,
Parking utility bond.
Councilman Cunningham is stipulating that the city could use that money for surplus. That's absolutely untrue. The city can only take $3.5 million out of the parking utility, put it into the city's budget. So this was surplus that was sitting in the parking utility.
True.
True.
No, it's what this city does.
No, it's actually what former business administrator Arch Liston said by law the City of Hoboken can take from the parking utility. It is not an open-ended check. Hold on, let me finish.
Once appropriated, that's what we could use.